Hey guys, this is Latina, your favorite community advocate. Happy Thursday. So I just want to follow up on my tweet that I posted earlier regarding the Jeffrey Epstein files. As you well know, I am a former Democrat, an ex-Democrat. I left the, radical party. I left the party for many reasons because their values have completely diminished and they have failed the American people over and over again. And it's been taken over by radicalism. However, I put myself out there to support, President Trump, which I am glad that I was able to mobilize, get myself on national television, support the party, and get the right leadership in office. However, when I see that people are taking advantage and underestimating the American people, I'm going to call you out. I don't care who you're affiliated with. I don't care if it's Democrat, Republican, conservative, independent, Green Party, whatever the case may be. If you're not true to your word, I have a problem with that. And I'm not going to sit up here, bend the knee, kiss your ass, whatever the case may be. I'm an educated woman. Not only am I educated, I've been out here advocating for, well over 18, 19 years now. So there's nothing you can tell me or take from me or say to me. So what I ask is for transparency and honesty. I worked in government. You can't tell me otherwise. You can't sell me a bullshit story. So when I go out my way to advocate and support a candidate that I feel that's going to do right by the American people, because the presidential election affects us all, I expect you to hold up your word, your end of the bargain. And the people that you put into these federal agencies, I expect you to also hold up your end of the bargain. The minute that I feel like you're gaslighting the American people, I'm going to call you out. And I don't care who like it and who don't like it. Like I said, you guys work for us. Okay? It's not the other way around. I literally put myself out there in New York City, and I put myself out there on a national level. I literally got blacklisted for supporting Republicans, which I take with a full badge of honor. Like in New York, I would never be able to thrive because of my, stance against the Democratic Party, which I would happily, accept. I've accepted that. But when I feel that you're throwing shit in the American people's faces and you're doing the same thing that the Democrats are doing, I'm going to call you out. I'm going to hold your feet to the fire. I don't care who you are. You don't own me. Nobody controls me. And I cannot be bought. Because I give a shit about what happens to this city and to this country. And I'll be damned if I let a bunch of greedy, incompetent, unfit leaders, or whoever you are, try to play in the American people's faces. So that's the difference between me and the other leaders, or whoever you want to call them, influencers, whatever you call them. What separates me from them is that you can't get up on me. You can't get over on me. I have a background in business, and I am no dummy. Try it with them. So if you think you're going to take advantage of the American people, I'm going to hold you to the fire. And I'm not saying that it's the president. I'm talking about the gatekeepers, and you know who you are. So keep it up. You will not make it in the midterms. And for 2028, you will lose a lot of support. Keep doing what you're doing. Now, that Epstein files was supposed to be released on a government website, not through influencers, civilians who can manipulate, play with that data, whatever the case may be, and profit off of that. It's an insult to the victims. And you people don't think about that. It's an insult to the victim. It should have came from a government official website. At least have the common decency to do that. I was very shocked and very disappointed by today's episode and the fact that, these people, these elite pedophiles are being protected. So if you guys claim that you're for the American people and you want to get us answers and you want to prove to us that you're different from the Democrats, you better release every single name from that list to the American people. You owe it to us. We went out our way to put our names out there. You cost us our jobs. We've lost so much just for us supporting the movement. I'm not the only one who's blacklisted. There's a lot of people in other states, Democratic states, who are blacklisted, who put themselves out there to fight for the movement because the Democrats had literally turned into a cult. So do the right thing or you're going to lose a lot of support and it's just going to be independents. Because we don't trust the Democrats, now you're going to make us feel like we don't trust the Republicans because we know that there's gatekeepers. Mark my words, I'm always right about these things. I've seen this thing play out too many times. Too many times. Look what's happening. Lieutenant Antonio Delgado, he's not running with Kathy Hochul anymore on her ticket for re-election. He knows what we know. Okay? And guess what? She's pissed that he knows. And nobody can control him because guess what? He has a squeaky clean record. You can't go up against that gentleman. And let me tell you something. He's gonna run a damn good campaign because, he doesn't like corruption. And I don't like corruption myself. And I don't like people who sell bullshit to the American people. And I can work with both sides of the aisle as long as we are all on the same page and we share the same common sense values. That's my only thing I care about is making sure that the American people get what they need and that they're being taken care of. All that other shit goes out the window. And pardon my French, I'm just so annoyed by what's happening in government altogether, in politics alone. There's so much corruption and everybody's pointing to one side. It's both sides. Both sides are in on it. So do the right thing and you won't have to worry about, the grassroots leaders that you X'd out rising up against both parties. Because I'm going to tell you something, the independents outnumber both. We just don't have access to the primaries. Think about that. And we want the same for the American people, but we want you guys to be honest. Be honest and transparent. Thank you.